Hey, welcome back, friends. Today, I'll explain you network scheduling. Network scheduling is a very important chapter or very much important knowledge for the business persons, production engineers, construction engineers, maintenance engineers, fabrication engineers, project managers or project engineers to apply the network technique to find out the critical path where there is a problem, there is an interruption, there is a delays, so that he or she can overcome with the problem and complete the interrelated activity within the given stipulated time and cost. Friends, or project engineer and project managers or upcoming project engineers or upcoming project managers, please have your careful watch this entire video to understand this network technique, PERT and CPM, program evaluation review technique and critical path method I am delivering today. Please watch from beginning to till end so that you can apply the same concept in your upcoming field, in upcoming profession. Let's begin with the network scheduling today. Now the question arises, what is network scheduling? Friends, network scheduling is technique used for the large project. Now the question arises here is, what is project? Project means or project defined as set of interrelated activities which has its own cost and time, my friends. Within the given stipulated time, it must be completed. Within the given stipulated time, it must be completed, and within the stipulated amount, it must be completed. It is cost and time oriented. If it exceeds the time, it is not at all called projects. You have seen so many kinds of projects in your life, my friends, so far, like construction project, fabrication project, maintenance project, environmental project, okay, students academic project, and there are so many other kinds of a project, road construction, dam construction, building construction, and forex, foreign exchange project, domestic project, international project, domestic or national project, as said, state-wise project, district-wise project, city-wise project, local project, short-term project, medium-term project, long-term project. There are so many kinds of projects are there, my friends, which is handled by project manager or project engineers. And this networking technique is very important for those people. So it's my sincere request to pay your attention to understand this network techniques. So these are two different techniques I am going to apply here. I'll solve one particular problem by considering one set of questions. The same technique I'll apply and I'll solve this problem. I'll find out the critical path. So what is the important stuff to handle such kinds of a project, my friends? The first one is management function planning. The second one is management function scheduling. And the third one is one of the management functions called controlling, my friends. These are the three management functions very important for your project and network scheduling: planning, scheduling, and controlling. You know what is planning? Plan is very important, one of the primary functions of management, and nothing can be performed without planning, you know. Thinking before doing something is called as planning. Forecasting the future, near future, is called as planning. So planning is must and essential for every project, my friends. Just now I explained you what is project. Project is interrelated activities completed within the given time and cost and submitted. Such task, such activity or such set of activities called as project, my friends. So likewise, the three important functions of management must be performed to complete your network task. All managers, project managers, all project engineers applies this concept: planning, scheduling and controlling. So why planning is important here? To plan setting up of the objective of your task, then how much raw material is required. You have to plan, you have to order for your raw material. Not only raw material, you also calculate number of machineries you require for your project. Some of the project require the machineries. After taking the raw material into godown and you have sufficient machinery to perform this task, and afterwards the manpower availability, the availability of manpower, hiring the manpower. You just consider one construction for building, my friends. To construct a building, what the engineer, this one, plan. He plans first of all the available time and available cost. What is the cost and what is the time? The time frame is, for example, 5 years given to you to construct 10 floor building. 5 years, 10 floor building and this much of cost. And you have to calculate the inflation of those 10 years, upcoming inflation. That is called planning. You have to forecast the future. So likewise, you calculate the total cost as well as total inflation. You add extra this one cost so that you manage yourself. So likewise, you calculate the number of other sub-engineers you require. You appoint them. You appoint some of people directly or indirectly related to your this one project, and the suppliers, the available suppliers, the available ingredients, number of this one products, semi-finished goods you require for the construction. Right? This is all about planning, my friends. Set your objective. Okay, get your raw material, hire your employees, contract base or non-contract base or monthly, this one salary base, whatever it could be, it's left on you, my friends. So likewise, you plan. Planning is very important. Thinking before doing, forecasting the near future, setting up of objective or a requirement fulfilled, certainty, uncertainty may be calculated by forecasting the future. So many stuffs will come under in a planning part of, my friend. Then scheduling. Scheduling is also very important. You have to schedule the starting time of this activity, finishing time of this activity. This activity will be related to this activity. First activity will be this, second activity will be this, third activity will be this. So this flow like this. So this is what the chain of your process of activity, because project is interrelated activity. So activity, dummy activity, looping, these all things you have to manage. That is called as scheduling, my friend. You have to schedule the entire task of your project. Then coming to last, controlling. Controlling means what? You have to prepare the progress report of your this one activities. Okay, is there any interruption? Is there any delay? Okay, critical factor. If there is a critical factor, you have to use the care there so that your process will flow very smoothly. So these all three different functions plays very important and crucial role in case of network scheduling for your construction of a road, construction of a dam, construction of a building, fabrication, maintenance, okay, maintaining the computer system and network connectivity kind of a stuff and jobs. You apply this planning, scheduling and controlling. These are the three different functions to perform your task and complete within given cost and time, my friends. This is all about your networking, my friends. It's one of the technique apply for the large project. These are the two different techniques which very much helpful for your projects. The first one is PERT, P-E-R-T, PERT, Program Evaluation Review Technique, and CPM, Critical Path Method. Critical Path Method, my friends. So friends, let us move further with the practical problem. I have here one question. Okay, here it is activity. So activity, okay, task 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 3 to 5, 4 to 9, 5 to 6. Okay, likewise there is a this one activity given. Okay, number of activities which is interrelated activity. This is nothing but the project. To perform this activity, see here, 1 to 2, task 1 to task 2. Okay, activity is called as activity from one particular task to another particular task. It is nothing but the connectivity. It is nothing but the arrow diagram. It is nothing but the activity, my friends. So 1 to 2, how many days, time days to complete this task is required? 4 days, my friends. So 4 days requires to complete this activity. The second activity required 1 day. After passing this, likewise one by one we have to complete our task. This is nothing but the set of interrelated activity. See, from starting to till end you have to process set of interrelated activities called as project, my friends. Project management, project engineer, okay, project managers. Okay, these are the very important thing for you, my friends. Please have very careful, understandable watch so that you'll perfect enough this network scheduling, my friends. Okay, now let's proceed with network scheduling by this planning, scheduling and controlling concept by two important techniques called PERT and CPM. By these two important techniques, program evaluation review technique and critical path method, I'll solve the problem and I'll try to find out the critical path. Our objective behind solving this problem is to find out the critical path, my friend, where there is a problem in your project or interrelated activities. Once you find the problematical area so that you can improvise that particular area. Okay, special attention must be given there so that the problem must be overcome and you flow your activity very smoothly, my friends. This is how the intention of this, right? So please try to understand what is project, short-term project, medium-term project, okay, large project, then functions of management, planning, scheduling and controlling. Then read about the PERT and CPM. It's an American technique. Okay, very important to know the critical factor. So please, without wasting our time, straight away this problem I'll solve and find a critical path. Which path? Critical path or critical line or critical area, problematical area in your project. This is one of the large projects. This is one of the large projects, my friends. Let's begin with our solution, right? Okay, fine. The first thing we have to construct a network diagram. Friends, how to construct a network diagram? Have a very careful watch. Very careful watch. If you are getting it, well and good. If you are not getting it, it's my request to please pause the video, go back and watch it again so that you will understand. So this is nothing but the set of activity here also. In case of solution also, you have to solve first, second next, third then again. Right? Likewise the process is there, my friends. Right. Now, the first thing I write on board is construction of network diagram. This is number 1. Construction of network diagram. Right. So how to construct a network diagram? By your given activities, set of interrelated activity or large project activity. One activity timing, another activity timing. Okay, first activity 4 days, second activity 1 day, third activity 1 day, fourth activity 1 day, fifth activity 6 days, like what? Like goes on, right? Fine. Now the first activity is 1 to 2 and the second one is 1 to 3. See, the activity 1 is between 2 and 3. Please pay your attention, careful watch here. The first activity is 1 to 2 and the second activity is 1 to 3. See, the first activity 1 is between 2 and 3. Okay, 2 and 3. The activity goes like this. Because 1 is here, 2, 3, 1 is between 2 and 3. Okay, please have a careful look so that you easily understand. Don't take tense. Okay, don't be in hurry to learn it. Be calm, be cool, be patient. Easily you'll practice and understand it. No problem. If you have any doubt, any query, if you are not getting also, please this one contact me. Comment in the comment section. I'll explain you by other way of explanation. I have a lot of way of explanation. I'll go through the mentality of students. Okay, I'll go to their level and I'll teach teaching, right? Whatever stuff I deliver to my students. Right. Now, the first one is 1. So 1 is between 2 and 3. So I consider 1 here. So this is R1. 1 to 2, okay, I'll go by like this. I connect this 1 to 2. So this is activity 1 to 2 done. The next one is activity 1 to 3. So I already told you 1 is between 2 and 3. So how your networking look like, right? Second one completed. Then 2 and 4, 3 and 4. You have to do even next activity also, so that you understand the sequence of activity. 3 and 4 are his next activity, and further next is 3 to 5. 3 to 4, 3 to 5. See, the 3 is between 4 and 5. So 3 must be between 4 and 5. So I write, okay, 3 here. Oh, sorry, already 3 is there and 4 here. If I take 4 here, it will be between 4 and 5. So this is our activity 3 to 4 done, and the next one is 3 to 5. So this is our slightly here. This is our 3 to 5 friends connected. Then 4 to 9, 5 to 6. First I'll take 4 to 9. Then 5 is between 6 and 7. So 4 to 9. Okay, I'll draw my line here. Okay, 4 to 9, because it is 5, we want 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll take 4 to 9 here, cross symmetry. So this is our 4 to 9 friends. So 4 to 9 is done. Next, fifth to 6, 5 to 6, 5 to 7. 5 is between 6 and 7. So I'll take 6 here. 6 here. This is 5 to 6 and 5 to 7. So I'll take 7 here. 7 here, right? And 5 is between 6 and 7, my friends. 5 is between 6 and 7. Next one is 6 to 8. So I take 6 to 8. So 6 to 8. See, 8 is between 6 and 7. So 8 must come here. Comes 6 to 8 and 7 to 8. The next activity is 7 to 8, my friend. Then 8 to 10. So I'll take 8 to 10 is between 8 and 9. So 8 and 9. I'll take 8 to 10. So this is our 8 to 10, and the last one is 9 to 10. Friends, see, it is very important to construct your network diagram. So special, this one care must be given to construct your network diagram. 2 to 4 is remaining, so I must this one connect 2 to 4. So this is 1 to 2, 1 1 to 3, then 2 to 4, okay, 3 to 4, then 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 4 to 9, 4 to 9, 5 to 6, 5 to 6, okay, 5 to 7, 6 to 8, 6 to 8, 7 to 8, 8 to 10, and 9 to 10. So likewise, see, your lines should not be cross each other. It should be with the help of scale, very straight line, very straight line. You have to draw in the construction of network diagram. It is a condition of drawing this one, construction of network diagram or drawing of this diagram. Right? Fine. Now, this is all about the construction. Then you write the time required to complete the activity 1 to 2. How many days? It requires how many days? 4 days. 1 to 3, it requires 1 day. It requires 1 day, and 2 to 4, 1 day. 2 to 4 requires 1 day. 3 to 4, 1 day. 3 to 4, again 1 day. Well, 3 to 5, 6 days. 3 to 5, 6 days. 4 to 9, 5 days. 4 to 9, 5 days. And 5 to 6, 4 days. 5 to 6, how many days? 4 days. 5 to 7, 8 days. 5 to 7, 8 days. 6 to 8, 1 day. 1 day. 6 to 8, 1 day. And 7 to 8, 2 days. 7 to 8, 2 days. 8 to 10, 7 to 8, 2 days. 8 to 10, 5 days. So this is 8 to 10, 5 days. And 9 to 10, 9 to 10. This is 9 to 10. How many days? 7 days. Friends, this is nothing but the allocation of time in between the activities, in between the complete activity. So likewise, you plot your all in this one time. Time you consider in days. Time may be in hours. Time may be in days. Time may be months. So left on the question. So this question, it is in days, my friends. So how many days it requires? 4 days. Likewise, you construct the diagram and you put the values. Okay, time in days. Fine. Now, write earliest and latest. Right? So this one is L1, latest one, earliest one, latest two, earliest two. So what is this earliest and latest? This is for earliest. This is for earliest, and this triangle is for latest, my friend. I tell you what is this earliest and latest. So please have a very careful look. I have written here L1, E1, latest start 1, earliest start 1. Okay, L2, E2, L2, E2, L3, E3, L4, E4, L5, E5, L6, E6, L7, E7, L8, E8, L9, E9, L10, E10. Are you getting me? Latest and earliest. Latest starts, earliest start. Latest finished, earliest finished. I tell you what is this. It is nothing but the activity. Earliest start, latest start, earliest finished, latest finished. Activity, my friends. So you have activity here. Okay, I tell you. Okay, earliest means prior activity done, and latest means recent activity. Right. By activity, you know, this is nothing but the activity from one particular machine to another particular machine. It process. It is nothing but the activity, my friends. Very important for examination point of view. You get what do you mean by activity, right? So this is what, and this square is for earliest, and this triangle is for latest, right? Fine. So you draw it for all this one events. Okay, this is 1, 2, 1, 2, and this is 3, and this is for 4, and this is for 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is for 10th one. So this is nothing but latest, and this is nothing but earliest. I have given here, I have described here this triangle for latest, this square for earliest, my friends. Now we need to find out the earliest start time and finishing time. Okay, latest and earliest. Fine. First I found earliest path or pass calculation. Okay, this is always 0, my friends. Starting, if you start any work, starts from 0 itself. If I am starting my class, it is nothing but 0. Then 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Likewise 1 minute, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, okay, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, okay, 1 hour. Okay, likewise I'll continue my class. I cannot start my class after 1 minute. What about that particular 1 minute? No. Any work will start from 0 itself, 0 seconds to 1 second. So this is how we have considered our work started from 0, my friends. Okay, fine. Now we'll find out the earliest and latest path calculation. Okay, I'll find here. So I'll write second heading, determination of earliest path or pass calculation. And it is also known as earliest event time. You may be asking your question paper, calculate earliest event time, calculate latest event time. So you might be asked such type of question. It means the same, my friends. Here I have written determination of earliest path or pass. Path or pass meaning it is same, my friends. So please have your careful look to understand how to find out earliest pass or path calculation. Fine. First we'll find out E1. E1 equals to, it is 0. This is E1, my friends. E1 for square and L1 for triangle. So I am finding out E1. So E1 equals to, it is always 0. E1 equals to 0. Next we'll find out E2, my friends. E2, where is E2? E2 is here. It is earliest calculation like this. Latest calculation from last. Okay, first to last. Which one earliest and latest last to first. Okay, flowing of the activities. So E1 equals to 0, E2 equals to E1 plus 4. E1 plus 4. This is E1 plus 4 equals to E1 equals to 0. 0 plus 4 equals to, it is nothing but 4. What is 0 E2? E2 equals to 4. Okay. We'll proceed further. Next, E3, my friends. So E3, where is E3? This is E3. E3, only one activity is connecting to this. E3 means E1 plus 1. E1 plus 1 equals to, E1 equals to 0. 0 plus 1 equals to 1, my friends. So this is 1. Next one is E4. Where is E4? See, this is our E4. Two activities are connecting. Two activities are connecting to this E4. The first activity, I'll take this highest activity. It is E3 plus 1. So we consider maximum value. I take max open bracket because two activities are connecting to E4. Previously burst and merge event. This is called merge event. So previously two activities are connected to particular one activity, it is called as merge event, and from forwarding the activity to further activities is called as burst event. Merge event, burst event, very important to understand here. This is nothing but the merge, and this is nothing but the burst. Right? I'll explain you afterwards burst. This is nothing but merging activities. Fine. Now E4, two activities are connecting. This is 3 and this is 2. So E3 plus 1. The first one is E3 plus 1, and the next one is E2 plus 1. E2 plus 1. So this is E2 plus 1. Fine. Now further simplification. So max equals to E3 plus 1 equals to E3 plus 1. What is E3? E3 is 1. E3 is 1. 1 plus 1. Next E2. E2 equals to 4. 4 plus, and this one is 1. So max equals to 1 plus 1, 2, and 4 plus 1 is 5. So 2 is rejected, 5 is accepted because we have to consider max value. So E4 equals to, therefore E4 equals to 5. So E4 equals to 5. So likewise, this is nothing but earliest path or pass calculation. So next calculation, E5. Next one is E5. Where is E5? This is E5. So how many activities or activity connecting to this E5? Only one activity connected previously to E5. That is E3 plus 6. E3 plus 6. The formula is E3 plus 6, my friends. So equals to E3, we have calculated here. E3 is 1. So 1 plus 6 equals to 7, my friends. Next E6. So E6 is here. This is E6. Only previously one activity is connecting to E6. E5 plus 4. So this is E5 and plus 4 equals to E5 is 5. So 5 plus 4 equals to 9, my friends. 5 plus 4 equals to 9. So E6 is here and this is E6. E5 plus 4 is 9, my friends. So likewise we will find out E7, my friends. So where is E7? E7 is here. Only one activity connecting to E7. Only one activity connecting to E7, that is previously E5 plus 8. So E5 plus 8, my friends. E5 plus 8, what is our E5? E5 is 7. So 7 plus 8 equals to 15, my friends. 7 plus 8 equals to 15. So likewise, next activity is E8, my friends. So E8 is here, again is a merge activity. Here merge event. Previously two activities are connecting to this particular activity. So we will consider in case of earliest path or pass calculation maximum. Earliest means maximum. So E8 equals to max, open bracket. So first one is E7. E7 plus 2. E7 plus 2. The next one is E6 plus E6. This is E6 plus 1. E6 plus 1 equals to the maximum value. Simplification. E7 is just now we calculated 15 plus 2, my friends. And next one is E6. E6 is 9 and 9 plus 1. This is how. Then further simplification, the max equals to 15 plus 2. It is nothing but 17, and 9 plus 1 is 10, and here 10 rejected, 17 accepted because we need to select maximum value in case of earliest path or pass calculation. So E8, therefore E8 equals to, it is 17, my friends. Right? Next one is E9, my friends. So this is our E9. So where is E9? This is E9. So E9 is previously connected with one activity. It is E4 plus 5. So E9 equals to E4 plus 5. So what is our E4? What is our E4? E4 is 5. E4 is 5. So 5 plus 5 equals to E9 is 10. Next, last one is E10. So E10, this is E10, and there are two activities connecting to E10. So first one is this one E9. First one is, so first I'll write max. Okay, E10 I'll calculate here. Okay, I'll calculate here E10. E10 equals to max. First one is E9. E9 plus 7, and the second one is E8 plus 5 equals to max. E9 equals to, E9 is 10 plus it is 7, and E8 equals to, it is 17 plus 5. So max 10 plus 7 equals to 17, and 17 plus 5 equals to 22. So 22 selected, 17 rejected. The maximum value therefore E10 equals to 22. Are you getting me, my friends? This is how you need to calculate earliest. Now you have to write in the square boxes. Okay, this is square boxes. You have to write all the earliest calculation. Now please help me out. What is E1? So E1 equals to 0. I have already written. What is E2? E2 equals to 4. Where is E2? This is 2. This is E2. E2 equals to 4. Next E3 equals to 1, my friends. Next E4 equals to 5. Where is E4? Here. E4 equals to 5. Okay, E5 equals to 7. This is E5. You write 7. E6 equals to 9. E6 equals to 9. E7 equals to 15. E7 equals to, so write 15. E8 equals to 17. E8 equals to 17. E9 equals to 10. E9 equals to 10. And E10 equals to 22, my friends. If it is 22, it will be this one. L10 will be 22 always. This is the condition or standard. Your work completed in 22 days. Okay. Here it is the last day of completion of your work. So this project, the duration of the project, you can find out 22 days. If anybody assign a task, you go through this one activity process and calculate at the last one. It is nothing but you need to understand this is what the last day of our project. You can easily say this project required how many days? 22 days. 22 days is the duration of this project, particular project. Right? Project, it may be in days, it may be months. Some project required only 2 months. Some project, large project required 36 months. Okay, 12 months. 12 again 24 months. Likewise, it depends. Okay, nature of the work or task for your organization, my friends. This is what the earliest path or pass calculation. So next we will move further to the latest path or pass calculation, my friends. So let us proceed with latest pass or path calculation. So I'll rub this area because I will have space there. Otherwise, I'll continue there itself to find out the latest path calculation. Okay, I'll right here I'll use this much of space to find out the latest path or pass calculation. So this is second heading, and the third one is this. The third one is this: determination of latest path or pass calculation. Latest path or pass calculations. The next term, I know, I told you already L10. It is reverse order from L10, L9, L8 like that. So first I'll consider L10 here, reverse order. L10 here in case you have to consider minus sign as well as minimum value. Minus sign and minimum value in case of latest path or past calculation. In case of earliest path or past calculation, you consider plus sign and maximum value. Plus sign, maximum value, and here it is minus sign and minimum value, my friends. Fine. Now L10 equals to, it is 22. This area is for triangle, or latest end is L10. Sorry, here it is L10. L10 equals to 22, my friends. Fine. If L10 is 22, next one is L10 minus 1 is L9. L9 equals to, this is your L9. So L9 previously connected activity is only one, that is L10 minus 7. This is L10 minus 7. Only one activity is connected to this. So here L10 equals to 22 minus 7 equals to 15, my friends. So this is the calculation process of L9. So likewise you find out L8, my friends. L9 minus 1 is L8. So this is your L8. Only one activity previously connecting to this L8. So L8 equals to L10 minus 5. L10 minus 5 equals to 22 minus 5 equals to 17, my friends. So this is L8 calculation. Next up, L8 minus 1 is nothing but L7. So reverse order L7. So this is your L7. You can see here L7. Only one activity is connecting previously to L7. So that is L8 minus 2. L8 minus 2. This is L8 minus 2 equals to, and L8 is 17 minus 2 equals to 15, my friends. Likewise L6. So L6, next one is L6. This is L6, my friends. Previously activity connected to L6, only one activity, and that too L8 minus 1. So I write L8 minus 1 equals to, L8 is here 17. 17 minus 1 equals to 16, my friends. 16, my friends. Okay, L6 is this, and previously connected activity L8 minus 1 is 16. Okay, next calculation is L5. This is L5. This is our L5. L5 connected by this one, this previous two activity. See, my friends, previously there are two activity connected to L5. We consider minimum value here. So minimum value, the first one is, we will consider this one L6 minus 4. L6 minus 4, and the second one is L7 minus 8. L7 minus 8. This is L7 and minus 8. Why minus 8? See, L7 and this one, the activity time days is 8 days. So L7 minus 8. Then further simplification, I write minimum value because here we have to consider minimum case of latest calculation. L6 it is 16 minus 4, and L7 is 15 minus 8, my friends. So likewise 16 minus 4. So minimum we have to consider 16 minus 4 is 12, my friends. 12, my friends, and 15 minus 8 equals to 7. So L5 equals to, this one is rejected because it is maximum and minimum is 7. L5 equals to 7. The next one is L4. L5 minus 1 equals to L4. So where is L4? L4 is here. This is L4. L4 is here, and the previously connected activity is L9 minus 5. Only one activity, L9 minus 5. So L9 is 15. 15 minus 5 equals to 10, my friends. So L4 is 10. Next here, L3. So L3 is here. This is your L3. Your two activities are connecting to L3. So first we'll consider this L4 minus 1. So minimum sign we have to consider. Minimum sign. So minimum sign L3 is here. This is our L3. Two activities are are connecting L4 minus 1. L4, this is L4 minus 1, and the next one is L5. L5 minus 6. This is L5 and minus 6, my friends, equals to the minimum that we have to consider, and L4. Just now we calculated L4. It is nothing but 10 minus 1, and L5 is 7 minus 6. So minimum we have to consider. This one is 10 minus 1 is 9, and 7 minus 6 equals to 1. 9 is rejected, 1 is accepted. Therefore L3 equals to 1. Next L2, my friends. This is your L2. L2 is here. Previously only one activity connecting to L2. So L2 equals to L4 minus 1. L4 minus 1. This is L4 minus 1. So L4 is here. This is 10. So equals to 10 minus 1 equals to 9, my friends. Now L1. So no need to calculate L1. L1 is 0, my friends. If you want, you can calculate. You will get the value 0. No need to calculate. Earliest one. If it is 0, this is also 0. If it is 22, this is also 22. So duration of the project, the length of this project is 22 days. 22 days requires, right? So this is how you calculate earliest path or pass calculation. Earliest event time, it is also known as, and this one is latest path or pass calculation. This is also known as latest event time, right? Fine. So if you have any doubt in this calculation, it is very easy, but you have to pay your attention how the calculation is going on. So please pause my video, go back and learn it. For 1, 2, 3, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you easily calculate by understanding this. Fine. This is all about earliest path and pass calculation, latest pass or path calculation. Friends, I'll rub this area, and I'll find out the total flow, because if you calculate total flow, you can easily find out the critical path area where there is a problem, where there is an interruption, where there is a delay, okay, in your project, so that you overcome with the problem and smoothly flow your work and get it done within the given time and cost, right? So I'll rub this third one. The next fourth one I'll proceed here. So this is this one rubbing stuff. So I'll cancel this, I'll remove this. So if you want to learn, please press pause button and watch it again and again, unless you inculcate it into your brain, my friends. So next, third is done. The next one is fourth. I'll write here. This is fourth one. Heading is determination of critical path by total flow. See, if you calculate total flow, you can easily find out the critical path. Critical path means the area where there is a problem, right? Okay, you will get 2 mark question. What do you mean by critical path? What do you mean by total flow? What do you mean by activity? Okay, draw a picture, give an example. Okay, explain by diagram. So many questions are there. Okay, I explain you. Okay, I am explaining you as and how wherever it is coming. Okay, one by one you are getting it. All this one jargons of construction of network diagram and networking and scheduling of entire stuff of your particular job. Right now, we'll find out the total flow. How to find out the total flow? First, you require your activity. So this is your activity, and this is your time. So one more line I draw here. This is your time, and you required earliest and latest good. So earliest, latest good. So till here I'll consider it, right? This is for your total flow, and these two for earliest and latest. This again there is a line to make it for earliest, and this is for latest. So again there are 2 for start and finish. So this is earliest start, and this one is earliest finish. Let us start, let us finish. And this is total float. This is called total float, my friends. So by the help of total float, we can easily find out the critical factor by finding out the zeros and making assignment, and those assigned areas having a problem in your network or scheduling, right? So the next step, now it's time to find out the earliest start and the latest finish. So first I'll calculate. See, my procedure to find out total float is different. So you need to pay concentration and your full attention how I am finding out the earliest start and the latest finish by this constructed network diagram. So first activity is 1 to 2, my friends. So we go to 1 to 2 and find out starting time or earliest start and latest finish. I tell you how to find out earliest start and latest finish. Fine. Now 1 to 2, the earliest start is this is 1, this is 2, earliest start is this, latest finish is this. Oh sorry, I have not written the latest this one values. So I must write the latest. So there was latest values. So I just copy the latest value from the solution here. The latest values are 0, 9, 1, 0, this is 9 and this is 1. For 4 it is 10, 10, 10, 7, this is 10 and this one is 7, 7. Okay, 7, 7, for 7 it is 15, 15 and here it is 15 and for 8 it is 17, 17, 17 and 17. For 6 it is 11 and 16. For 6 it is 11 and 16. 11 and 16 and 8 is completed. 22. The last one is 22 is done and the ninth one is 10 and 15. 10 and 15, my friends. So done. Okay, completed. All this stuff completed because I was forgotten to take the values here in the cell of latest. So immediately after calculating your latest calculation, you allocate or put the values in the triangles. Okay, fine. Now it's time to find out the earliest start and latest finish. Earliest start, latest finish. So how to find out earliest start and latest finish? The first activity is 1 to 2, 4 days. This is 1 and this is 2. This is earliest start and latest finish. 0 and 9. Earliest start 0, latest finish is 9, my friends. The next activity is 1 to 3. This is 1 and this is 3. Earliest start is 0, latest finish is 1. 0 and 1. This is 0 and this is 1. Fine. The next one is 2 to 4. This is 2 and this is 4 and the values are 4 and 10. 4 and 10. This is 4 and this is 10. So likewise 3 to 4. 3 to 4 is this is 3 and this is 4. 1 and 10. 1 and 10, my friends. So this is how you calculate. The next one is 3 to 5. This is 3 and this is 5. This is 1 and 7. 3 and 5, 1 and 7. This is 1 and this is 7. So likewise 4 to 9. This is 4 and this is 9. 5 and 15. This is 5 and 15. The next one is 5 to 6. This is 5, this is 6. 7 and 16. 7 and 16, my friends. So this is how the next one is 5 to 7. This is 5 and this is 7. So 7 and 15. This is 7 and this is 15. So likewise 6 to 8. This is 6 and this is 8. 6 to 8. 11 and 17. So this is 11 and 17, my friends. So this one, and the next one is 7 to 8. This is 7, this is 7 to 8, 15 and 17. 15 and 17, my friends. This is how. The next one is 8 to 10. So 8 to 10 values are 17 and 8, and this is 10, 17, 22. This is 17 and this is 22. And the last 9 to 10 is, this is 9 and this is 10, 10 and 22. This is 10 and 22, my friends. So this is all about earliest start and latest finish to find out from this one constructed network diagram after allotting the value of all latest from L10 to L1. So I have already allocated the values in the triangle cells, and afterwards I found earliest start and latest finished. First one is square and the second one is triangle. Square, triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle. Likewise, I have calculated earliest start and latest finished, my friends. Now, how to find out the earliest start now? See, earliest finished. If you want the formula, earliest finished equals to earliest start plus normal time. See the formula. If you want formula, take the formula to find out earliest finished. EF equals to ES, earliest start plus normal time. This column plus this column. 0 plus 4, 4. 0 plus 1, 1. 4 plus 1, 5. 1 plus 1, 2. 1 plus 6, 7. 5 plus 5, 10. 7 plus 4, 11. 7 plus 8, 15. 11 plus 1, 12. 15 plus 2, 17. 17 plus 5, 22. 10 plus 7, 17, my friends. See, this is nothing but your finishing, earliest finish. How to find out the earliest finish? Earliest finish equals to earliest start plus normal time, my friends. So how to find out latest start now? So latest start equals to latest finish minus normal time. Latest finish minus normal time. Okay, this is latest finish and normal time is here. Okay, 9 minus 4 equals to 5. 1 minus 1 equals to 0. 10 minus 1 equals to 9. 10 minus 1 equals to 9. 7 minus 6 equals to 1. 15 minus 5 equals to 10. 16. 16 minus 4 equals to 12. 15 minus 8 equals to 7. 17 minus 1 equals to 16. 17 minus 2 equals to 15. 22 minus 5 equals to 17. 22 minus 7 equals to 15. So this is how you need to find out latest start, my friends. Latest start equals to latest finish minus normal time. So this is the normal time. Likewise, you find out the value. Now, how to find out total flow? Very important. How to find out total flow? If you want to find out total flow, you just take earliest start minus latest start. Latest start minus earliest start. So 5 minus 0, 5. See, total float equals to latest start minus earliest start. This would be your formula to find out total float. So 5 minus 0, latest start minus earliest start. This and this column. Right, 5 minus 0, it is 5. 1 minus 0 minus 0, it is 0. 9 minus 4, it is 5. 9 minus 1, it is 8. 1 minus 1, 0. 10 minus 5, 5. 12 minus 7, it is 5. 12 minus 7, it is 5. 7 minus 7, it is 0. 16 minus 11 equals to, it is 5. 15 minus 15 equals to 0. Next, 17 minus 17 equals to 0, my friends. 15 minus 10 equals to 5, my friends. See, this is what your total float. So there is a formula, you please find out the formula and accordingly you solve it, my friends. This is nothing but the total float calculation. So these are the zeros: 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4 and 0, 5, where there are the problems. This is problematical area. The first problem is available here. There is a problem here, and the second problem is here, and the third problem is here. Third problem is here, and the next problem is here, and the last problem is here. So this is nothing but the problematical area where there is a problem, my friends. So all this one, project manager and project engineers, try to understand this. There is a problematical area. The area is here 1 to 3. Okay, this is 1 to 3. This is problematical area 1 to 3. Then next problematical area is 3 to 5. In this activity there is a problem 3 to 5. Then 5 to 7. This is the problematical area 5 to 7. Then 7 to 8 problem and 8 to 10 problem, my friends. So this area is called as critical path, critical area or path. Try to understand this, friends. You have to give very utmost care to overcome with the problem. To find out the problem, you need to find out total float, my friends. So assign the zeros, and this is nothing but there is a problem in the activity. So likewise you calculate. And the fifth one is what? Fifth one is determination of critical path. So critical path is here 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 10. See my friends, this line says the critical line. This is critical path, critical area in your project work. So please follow the process of solution of this particular question. First you construct the network diagram, then you put earliest and latest indications, then square for earliest and triangle for latest. Likewise you assign your design and you calculate earliest path or path calculation, then latest path or path calculation. Once you calculate earliest path, allocate the values, and latest, again allocation of the values in the symbols. Okay, whatever diagram you have considered for those things, right? Afterwards you draw a table like this. Okay, activity and time is very important, and earliest and latest 2 column, and there are 2 sub columns in this: earliest start, latest finished, latest start, latest finished, and total float. How to find out total float? Latest start minus earliest start to get a total float. Likewise earliest start, okay, earliest finished equals to earliest start, okay, plus normal time. Here latest start equals to latest finished minus this, minus normal time, okay, plus normal time minus normal time. Likewise you find out this one, and after this one getting the total float, you assign the zeros and you find the critical area, and same area you have to show in the diagram where there is a particular this one interest should be bestowed, and the same this one critical area you have to show in the critical path. This is nothing but critical path 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 8, and 8 to 7, sorry, 8 to 10, my friends. This is all about network scheduling. In this video I have explained you what is the network, what is network scheduling, what is project, types of project and varieties of projects. Then I explained a lot of examples: construction, fabrication, maintenance, and PERT, program evaluation review techniques, critical path method, and the flowing of the solution and all. If you have any doubt, any query, okay, any disturbances, any problem in the solution, please comment me. Okay, comment me. I'll read your comment. I'll respond to your comment. Thank you so much. Keep practicing. Have a nice time.